guess I'm doing the news show in the glasses tonight. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be professionals here. Welcome to this week's gaming news show. We didn't have an episode last week thanks to I was out of town and there was just no way to do it. It doesn't look like I missed that much. Everything I'm going to cover happened after I would have done last week's episode anyway. So, without further ado, let's ado. Coming up, Overwatch 2 got some news, so it's not dead. That's awesome. Got a beta coming up. We'll get a closer look at this. Late April, doing a PvP PC only beta, testing out the 5v5 format. Sojourn's going to be playable, 4 new maps, hero reworks for Orisa, Doomfist, Bastion, and Sombra. Excited for that. And the best news, a ping system. If you guys have watched me play any Overwatch since Apex Legends came out, it is the one thing I need Overwatch to have, and Overwatch 2 is going to be getting it. I've signed up. You can sign up on the Overwatch website if you want to play on PC. I went ahead and registered. I doubt that I could stream it if I got in because of PC specs, but I'll at least play it and have some thoughts on that when the time comes. So, I'm excited for this because, 1, it means Overwatch 2 is not dead, and 2, it's actually happening, and that's awesome. So, I'm just very excited to see where this goes, how the game plays, some of the reworks that they're doing. I'm curious how they're reworking Orisa and Doomfist, but I haven't kept up with those details in a long time. But I've definitely kept my eye on Overwatch 2 since the last bit of news we got, and just as an Overwatch fan, have been wanting to play the game again. It's just outside of events, there's not a whole lot of incentive for me to. So this might bring some life back into the franchise, if it is a franchise, seeing as how the sequel hasn't come out yet. All right, moving on. Last week, Sony had their State of Play, where they announced a bunch of upcoming games, or at least released new trailers and showed off some new stuff. I'm going to go through some of the highlights that I thought were the best parts of it, starting with Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. There's a new demo available now. I haven't checked it out yet, but the game looks cool. I'm definitely liking Square's approach to more action RPG as opposed to turn-based RPG games. Just as a fan of Kingdom Hearts, this game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not entirely sold on the more mature aspect of the game, but I'll check out the demo and see where it lands for me. Gundam Evolution, basically Overwatch, but in the Gundam universe. The trailer looks really cool, and I'm really hoping that this looks and plays like really good. The stuff we've seen so far, I was sold on, but I don't want to get too hyped because it does seem out of nowhere, and I don't know how well this game is going to do, but it does look really cool. It being in the State of Play would lead you to believe that it's PlayStation only, but it is in fact multi-platform. I don't know if they're going to be doing crossplay. I played around on the website for a little while and could not find that information, but I wasn't on there very long. That's just, I don't know, something cool I found. The trailer looks really nice. All right, I'm just going to say that it looks like they are doing what I've wanted out of a Gundam game for a very long time. The multiplayer aspect is pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping they add other series in, because it looks like they're favoring Mobile Suit, Turn A, and maybe 1 or 2 of the series I haven't ever watched in the last 10 years or so. I was more of a Wing fan, so I'm hoping to see Gundam Wing show up big in this game at some point. I don't see how it couldn't. All right, next up, probably the biggest hype from this was the TMNT Cowabunga Collection. This looks awesome. It's got NES Turtles games, the classic like turtle fighter games. It looks really fun. Just it's a lot of classic turtle games, and you know, who doesn't like some TMNT? Really excited to see this come out. I think it's coming out at like $40, and it's loaded. All right, let's see. Coming up, okay, back in the day, PlayStation had a game called Valkyrie Profile, and it was a really cool RPG. I only ever watched a friend play it. I'd like to go back and try to play it myself. I just have not had one, the motivation, or two, the opportunity, but it is a very well-liked game by the people that like it. It's one of those kind of cult classic kind of games that Square Enix has. They got a new game in the line, Valkyrie Elysium. The trailer looked neat. I don't know anything about the story, but as a very tertiary fan of the series, I think it looks cool, and I'm hoping that it does well for fans of that, because we all know what it's like to really like a series from Square and them not acknowledge it in a meaningful way for a really long time. It's kind of how we all felt before Kingdom Hearts 3 finally came out. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of short this week, but in the last bit of news that I've got, Switch Online, let's talk about it. The online app on your phone that you either deleted right after you downloaded it, or it's just been sitting there unopened for years, got updated. It now supports friend statuses, so you can see if your friends are online playing. You can finally, and I needed this like 3 weeks ago, you can finally view and copy your own friend code to send to other people. Where has that been? Why? I mean, if this app was that important, why did it take this long for this to be a feature? And you can set your online status if you want to be online or away or offline or whatever. You can do that straight from the app. Kind of cool. You don't have to go jump through menus to do that. I think the best thing about this update is just the friend code thing, and then being able to see who's online. I mean, the Xbox app does it. The PlayStation app does it. You know, I think Nintendo that very much is going to do things in their own little Nintendo way, but they're making baby steps with every improvement to being a normal service. So anyway, that does it for the gaming news this week. We will be back next week with hopefully a lot more to talk about and more in depth. If you're watching this on Twitch, thanks. It's time to do the YouTube things. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I do stream on Twitch every Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturday. And I just thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment on anything that I talked about, or whatever's on your mind. I don't care. I just need the engagement points. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Twitch and you're not following, follow on Twitch. We're pretty fun here. And with that, I'm done. Until the next one.